Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday back in the 90s and mid-2000s, when these two teams were lapping up the lion's share of silverware season after season. Times have changed since, thanks largely to the emergence of other ambitious teams, but there is no doubt that this remains one of the hottest tickets around. It has the history, it has the hype, and it has always provided high entertainment. While there is here a great sense of expectation, as to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there've been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Played back. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Kobbie Mainoo, could have a busy time here, having to play the role of a 6, an 8 and a 10. And I think when you consider his age and the fact that he can drop into all of those positions and perform without any problem, I think you know you've got something special brewing.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. He's Garnacho! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's been cut out, well played. Garnacho might just make this. Ugarte. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Mount. Andrick. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Diogo Dalot can get it clear. And that has been cleared. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Short changes him with that pass. Looking for the run. Malacia. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tar.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And the pass is intercepted. Lima. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's cause for mild irritation. That pass has been well intercepted. Menu. Højlund is flagged offside. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in...
Goes in for the header! Goal! Manchester United! So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he's going to be disappointed with that. Malacia. Zirkzee providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Mount. And he's in on... He's got the shot away!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tar attempts a clearance.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Lindelof kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Szoboszlai. And that's another good win of the ball. Zirkzee. And it's Abubakar. Lo Celso. Lo Celso stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is a little undercooked. Zirkzee, look at the space here. Has a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Menu just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Lima. Garnacho.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Tar is there and he can get that clear. Martinez. And Lindelof. Ugarte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that has put paid to that. Mount has created one goal already. Højlund. Lo Celso. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Abubakar. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Oh, great ball! Picked up. There's the hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lima, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he spark a counter here? Garnacho in acres of space out wide. Arsenal still this single goal behind.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Lindelof kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Ball's gone out of play. And that should get the job done.
Arsenal showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Lima. Now it's Lima. Now it's Abubakar. Good read, needed to be. Garnacho. Your impression so far, Jim?
Arsenal are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mount.
Mateta. Number 83, Jetson.
Good spot, he's seen the run.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Szoboszlai. Oh, that's delightful. Now it's Mateta, brilliantly cut out. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Jetson. Ahmad. Oh, played right into his path. He's through and all alone! And the finish! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 15.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Solomon. Arsenal have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Has a look and plays it forward. Pass somewhat off target. Andrić. Lima. Mateta. Oh, that's well spotted. And he's gone looking for safety. Eriksen. Zirkzee is onto it in a flash. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now that's well seen too. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's picked his way through. Danger averted for now. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Mateta. Chance to finish. And somehow he managed to miss it.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
This is their second corner of the game. In for a header! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Zapata. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
There will be 3
And
minutes
the number on the
added
board
time.
is 3. Boyata cuts it out. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And the counter is on. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Eriksen is behind. Eriksen! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And the lead is extended still. And that is that. Arsenal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
This
Yeah,
is a
well,
hard
I've been
one
on the
to
losing
take,
side in
but
games
we'll be
like this,
back
and
stronger.
I can tell you it really
Both
does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.